Hello and welcome back. My name is Artur Ganszyniec. I was the lead story designer for the first Witcher, and now I'm playing the game 18 years after the release. We are in chapter 3, and last time we were exploring the swamp, the swamp forest. I hope we'll have that done for a long time, and today I think we'll do the quests for Yaevinn and for Siegfried, and so the people from the two main factions in this game, and then we'll go to a posh party, I think. Yeah. Let's take a look at the quest journal. Okay. So, and we also learned that Carmen's boyfriend is a werewolf, and we have to talk with her about it. So yeah. And we've destroyed the Salamandra camp on the swamp, so that's a plus. And now let's revisit the temple quarter. But maybe before we do, let's take a look at the map once more. So as you can see, here is the old Vizima, and when we take a look at the world, here is the royal quarter that didn't make it to the game, and the old Vizima was the part that was destroyed during the first war with Nilfgaard, and here is the royal castle. We'll probably visit the castle, but not the whole quarter. And yeah, if you're interested about this topic, I think I talked about it a few episodes back. And now let's revisit the temple quarter that was... Oh, okay, something's happening.
Why were you in that witch's house?
If not for Triss, I'd be dead most likely.
I'll show you my other, less tender side if you're lying.
Ah. What brings you here?
That witch is trying to steal one of my patients, Yaevinn. What does that hag know about raising children? Everyone knows she can't have her own. I don't want her handling that child with her dirty paws. Devil only knows what she wants with him. Explain to her that Yaevinn's staying with me.
It'd be much simpler if you two would just agree.
Simple or not, you know her better. Please bring Yaevinn to me. Okay, give me a kiss.
Okay, so at this point, I think we understand, or the player understands, that there's a situation we can't just, wiggle our way out, saying, "Oh, I'm a neutral witcher," and don't expect anything from me, because in chapter 2 we get pretty intimate with Shani, and she's a doctor. She's taking care for Alvin, the magical boy that we met in the first chapter, and at the same time Triss, who saved us and with whom we've been intimate in the prologue to the game, also wants Alvin, but not because she wants to take care of him, but because Alvin is a powerful magical source. And now we see that those two ladies don't really see eye to eye. I would say there's outright hostility here, and we can't stay neutral. But we will try. I mean, for a moment, we'll just ignore this quest, pushing it for later. And usually I'm Team Shani.
Fetch the child. I'll see you at the house.
When I play, I'm usually Team Shani. Somehow I like her better in this story. But to be honest, I would rather not choose. And The Witcher 3, if you remember, and if now play Witcher 3. Witcher 3 made a joke about staying neutral, and if Geralt waits too long to choose between Yennefer and Triss, there are some consequences of these actions. But here, in Witcher 1, we just have to choose. Okay, let's talk to Carmen about the werewolf situation.
Greetings. You've returned safely.
The Hierophant revealed the cure for lycanthropy, but I must know your beloved's name.
I'll not betray my man's identity. I'd rather he stay a werewolf.
Let's hope your loyalty isn't his doom.
Okay, so we will try to learn the identity of this mysterious werewolf boyfriend by our own. No new notices. As you can see, like the Witcher contracts, they are like per location, so they don't refresh with the new chapter. We got a lot of new contracts from the trade quarter. And we are here just to buy some alcohol, because we will need some to make some potions sooner or later. Oh, I got a full inventory, so maybe we'll stash something.
Damn it. Whatever you do, don't bet on the boxing. It's rigged. What do you want?
Yeah. So I have. What can I hear? Maybe swamp plants. Okay. A book about Vodianoi. Some unique potion using werewolf fur. I don't think we'll need those salamander badges. And maybe I should just go and sell the rings, but they don't stack, and I need some inventory space here, so we'll just stuff some food in the storage. And I'm playing very suboptimal here, but I can't. Oh, sorry, lady.
Made up your mind?
This door opening animation used to push NPCs away is precious. Okay, so we bought a lot of strong alcohol. Still have a few hundred orens left. There is a potion that like clears the drunken state, but I don't know it yet. It maybe the guy selling books will have it in offer. But if I remember correctly, I will need some money pretty soon. So for now, I will just skip it, and I will try not to get drunk. Here's Siegfried, our sort of friendly knight of the Order of the Flaming Rose. And we got this quest for him about monsters in the cemetery. So we just go and clear the monster situation. And then we got some quests from Yaevinn in the temple quarter. So that's where we'll go next. Okay. There's a body here.
Bites, scratches, bones crushed for the marrow. The work of ghouls.
As you can see, we couldn't really decide which way of showing that the Geralt noticed something was better. Geralt commenting on something he sees when the character enters a trigger, or this description when the player clicks on the object. In the second option, like with this description, we can be sure that the player made an action, so that they really notice the thing they are clicking on. But on the other hand, the trigger approach makes sure that if a player runs or something like this, they will at least get this feedback that there is something here to click on. So I think that at some point we just went with both. But when you look at chapter 1, you can see that we were still experimenting, and some things are just clickable, and some things Geralt just comments on without clicking. So okay, the body was damaged by ghouls. That probably means that there are some ghouls in the area. So let's be ready. Yeah. That's what I like about this game, that when you progress, opponents that were pretty demanding the first time we met them become just, a cannon fodder and just mobs. Or something is happening here. So the classical Witcher 1 approach, first a scripted camera take to showcase something. In this case, a ghoul eating a corpse. And then I suppose that when we approach, a cutscene will or a scene of some kind will trigger. Okay, so he has a name and is clickable, so yeah, that's a new one.
Delicious. Ooh, where are my manners? Never seen a ghoul before?
Okay, so this is a talking ghoul. And if I remember correctly, we had some pretty heated discussion with the art department about that one. Because as you can see, his mouth doesn't and his face doesn't move when he speaks, the ghoul. Because, which is pretty obvious, monster character models didn't have all those facial bones and facial animations prepared, because it takes memory and some extra computing power to animate them, and they usually, like monsters, usually just don't talk. We didn't need that. So here we were discussing where is our quality threshold for dialogue scenes, because the artists were pointing out that that would be probably the only speaking character that's, with an clearly immobile face. But we decided to go with it, because a talking ghoul is fun. Okay, and we will play the classical book Geralt, who's rather interested in things that are different than, killing monsters on sight. So
Not one that talks.
I hate to boast, but I am exceptional. My kin prefer growling.
I found some human corpses.
Hey, not my work. I don't eat live ones. I'll tell you who's to blame if you spare my life.
Yeah, ghouls are usually monsters that feed on corpses, so he probably didn't kill them. But on the other hand, yeah, we are constantly being attacked by ghouls, so maybe he's lying, but I know how the quest progresses, so just let's agree.
Agreed.
The pointy-eared ones. They rob graves and sneak about. Whoever's in their way, they kill.
And your group leaves them alone?
But they taste terrible, and they bring us food.
Thanks. Now shove off.
Be seeing you.
Okay, so that was so he says that there are some elves around killing people and robbing graves, and yeah, we do see some Scoia'tael warriors over here, and it's time to have a serious talk about it.
What do you seek here, Witcher?
Murderers.
Then visit the city. It's inhabited by a criminal race. We fight to survive. Humans only comprehend force, and thus will we talk to them.
I doubt you'll live long.
You threaten us, Dwan? But no, 6 ape people, including women and children, remain inside the crypt with the ghouls. Kill us, and you'll never reach them in time. Aid them, and we'll be free. Choose, mutant.
Okay, so that was a pretty classical choice, whether to fight the elves or help the people who are trapped in the crypt. And we will help the people who are trapped in the crypt. You could see that this choice was like, it's slightly, how to say it, pushing on the believability. It makes those elves slightly like cartoonish evil, but on the other hand, it demands a quick decision, and it's based on the player's agency. So all in all, I like it. Okay, we don't have cat, but maybe this potion will help. No, that's not it. I have some potions that I failed to identify yet. Oh yeah, this one is cool. It allows us to see the invisible. So probably it will help us find the ghouls while robbing some corpses. I hope we're not too late. No, there are some ghouls. I hope they are ghouls. Okay, and some ghouls. Okay, group style is the best for such situations. As I said, I like how the opponents that were a challenge before are just, a cannon fodder now.
Thank you. The elves left us to the monster's mercy.
I'm afraid your friends are dead.
We heard terrible screams down those corridors. The monsters must have...
I've killed most of them. The passage should be clear. Get out of here.
Thanks be to Melitele, and may you be blessed.
Okay. So, I killed some monsters. And when we were working on the first Witcher, the Oblivion discussion was still raging on, because in Oblivion, when it came out, the Elder Scrolls game, the opponents scale up when you leveled up. So a ghoul, when you had a high level, a ghoul each ghoul became this, extra epic ghoul leech thing, and was as hard as before. And we had long discussions how to approach monster scaling in The Witcher, and we decided that we will try to not scale the monster, so the player would feel the progress of the character. Okay, and here we have some feathers, and those are still challenging opponents, sort of challenging. So this is what happens in the game, that first, like here, we are stand and he was drinking our blood. So first we met, for example, one fledder and he's a challenge. Then a small group of fledders becomes a challenge, and after some time when we level up, fledders become just another mob. So we are sort of scaling, but in the way that the more powerful girl becomes, the more monsters appear. So a monster that when we first met it is sort of a mini boss, later becomes just an opponent or even a mob, which maybe is strange when you think about it, like from the world perspective, but it works pretty cool in the game, and we will see an example of that soon. Okay. Yeah, there are some monsters here. Okay. I think, should we go and finish the quest? Yeah, we'll probably do that. We'll go to the temple quarter and just talk with Siegfried, and then we'll go and do the Yaevinn quest. So it's always something going on here.
I'm listening.
I dealt with the cemetery issue, but
What happened?
besides the talking ghoul, the Scoia'tael played a role, robbing graves and slaying anyone in their path.
A talking ghoul? Perhaps you've taken one elixir too many. Be serious now.
I saved the humans thrown to the ghouls, but the murderers fled.
Eternal fire, like a true knight. Fret not. My units will catch the murderers.
I don't understand.
You saved innocence. No greater good could you have done. You deserve a bonus. I'm proud of you.
I think this quest highlights pretty, in a pretty good way, that Siegfried at this point is quite a sensible guy. He really cares for the people. Is not yet blinded by the hatred to the Scoia'tael. So sure, his people will track down and kill the elves, because the elves are killing people in Vizima. But at the same time, he really appreciated that we saved innocent people. So he's still knight-like in his approach to life. Okay. We don't have to kill all ghouls here. They're just, a vital part of the ecosystem. Clearing out the dead and maybe saving Vizima from some diseases or something like this. But if they want to fight, who am I not to? Okay. And now we'll be exploring a new part of the city sewers. The sewers under the trade quarter of Vizima. And let's take a look at the map. Here's Triss's house. Here's the town hall. Oh, here are the city sewers. We'll take a shortcut through the watchtower. As you can see, this is sort of a joint force because the upper floor is taken by the Order, while the lower floor is used by the City Watch. It shows that the Order starts like intermeshing with the how to say with the local police, I would say. Maybe we'll go to the inn, see if Jaskier is here, Dandelion, if Dandelion is here. No, he's not. He probably, he will reappear later. So we won't be doing the loot quest. Oh, yeah, this name is a very bad wordplay, because it's Patrick the Ways, the Waysy, and the means from, and in Polish from is z, so in Polish Patrick from Waysy is Patrick Swayze, so it's just a terrible wordplay on an actor's name.
A witcher? They said your kind was extinct.
Very nearly. I'm Geralt.
I'd rather not reveal my true name, my knightly vows. If you wish, you may call me Patrick de Wazy.
Of the, Flaming Rose?
Indeed, I'm a member. Perhaps you could lend me some assistance.
With what?
My sister. Will you hear her story? One day we found her unconscious in bed. Blood trickled from fang marks on her neck. We had no doubts, a vampire.
Fang marks don't necessarily mean a vampire.
These clearly did, for after a time, my sister disappeared. She must have been transformed and then escaped.
If she is a vampire, I'll have to...
Above all, I would like you to find her. Confirm our suspicions.
Do you know one Siegfried of Denale?
Indeed.
What news of him?
He is due to be promoted. In fact, he possibly has been already. I don't know, we never speak.
Can you tell me why?
He is transformed since the swamp. I said to him, Honorable Siegfried, I congratulate you. Your honor and faith vanquished the pagan rabble. He gazed upon me strangely, saying, Honorable? Perhaps. Honor and faith? Certainly not. We were victorious, for they were hungry and poorly armed. A bit of blood, and he has forgotten all about honor. He should follow his father's example.
Where can I find him?
His father? Dead. purportedly torn apart by a manticore.
I meant Siegfried.
He trains recruits in front of the Order's seat in the Temple Quarter.
Okay, so first of all, this guy doesn't even look like Patrick Swayze. The other part that is due to the character model constraints, you can see that he had a Temerian lily on his armor, not the flaming rose, although he supposedly is from the Order, or he is from the Order, so that's a small discrepancy. And the third part, you could see how he used those secondary characters to show the change in the main characters. Like he described something about Siegfried. Siegfried would never tell it to us, but this way we learn that Siegfried is changing, like he's more and more forced to confront his ideals about honor and chivalry with the grim realities of this like fight with those guerrilla elves. And the other thing is that we asked where we can find Siegfried, although we just spoke to him. If we met Patrick Swayze earlier, that would be useful information. Now it's redundant. We theoretically could have done something like this, that if we already saw Siegfried, this dialogue line would not appear, but that's additional work, a potential for additional errors, for new bugs in the game. And what's important, I could be on my vacation, like since I've met Siegfried, and I could have forgotten as a player where he is. So those reminders about things that the player should know, it's not. They are. I think the upsides outweigh the downsides.
Yes?
Oh, the automatic camera takes. This one is unique.
All right. I'll look for your sister.
You should have no trouble recognizing her. None can ignore her azure eyes. She is a slim, beautiful blonde.
I'll do what I can.
Okay. So, I should look around town and find a beautiful blue-eyed girl who might have been a vampire. So, might be a vampire. So, let's take a look at the map. And what do we have here? House of the Queen of the Night. Well, this sounds like a vampire thing. So, we'll go and check it. Check it out.
Always shop with your sword?
Okay, I'm pretending that I don't know that she's there. I remember the quest. But the name of the establishment is a dead giveaway, or undead giveaway. Okay. So it's a house of ill repute, house of the Queen of the Night. And as you can see, there are some wealthy merchants here. You can see that the interior is strikingly different than the cheap brothel in the Temple District.
This should be banned for plebs.
So yes, city councillors spending their time in the house of ill repute, and something that is very often in Sapkowski's books, like this hypocrisy.
This should be banned.
That this should be banned, but only for the poor people.
We only serve the higher class people, sweetheart.
So okay, I'm not higher class. That's what you are saying. That's what she's saying.
You wouldn't wonder at my being here if you knew my wife. You wouldn't wonder at my being here.
Yeah. So sometimes the commoner dialogues like they are randomized, and sometimes there are not enough of them.
We only serve the higher class people, sweetheart.
So, as you can see, here is a girl in blue dress, and she's named Blue-Eyed Lass. So probably that's her, and we added the name and the dress because I don't really know if her eyes are blue. I can't really see the shade of it, of the eyes, and they might not be because I don't know how many different eyeballs we did have. I don't really know that, but we added enough of blue to make the player notice her.
Greetings, sir.
No, those eyes probably are not blue.
My white-haired lord.
I wanted to start out.
But the eyeshadow is blue. At least that we could do.
Sano claims nothing surpasses cultured conversation as foreplay.
What do you dream of, Blue Eyes?
I would like the night to last forever.
Not knights on white steeds and other nonsense.
I'm no ordinary girl. I can prove it. Simply ask.
As you can see, or maybe you didn't, but in the first cutscene of this chapter, when Tris Marigold was talking to a member of the Sorceress's Lodge, we used this model, a variant of this model, to for the sorceress, and that's why we never named the sorceress, because we didn't want. We thought it would be probable that more sorceresses would appear in the games yet to come. So in Witcher 2, in Witcher 3, we didn't have like a plan for those games yet, and we didn't even know if we will be able to make them, but we didn't want to commit to a look of an potentially important character, because we knew that we were just reusing a commoner's character model. So that's why the sorceress in the first cutscene of this chapter is not named. Unofficially, it might have been Francesca, but officially she was just a sorceress.
I think your brother may be looking for you.
What? No. I have no family.
You sure?
Entirely. This is my home. My Sisters of the Night.
I must be mistaken.
Yes.
Okay. So I know that's the only way to progress the quest, and we are doing the all cringe playthrough, so
I'd like to spend the evening with you.
With pleasure, white-haired one. But you must first make a contribution to the House of the Night. A mere 500 orens.
That's why we didn't buy the books.
How much? Couldn't we arrange a better deal?
We can always bargain. How does 750 sound?
I preferred 500.
How interesting. What would you say to 1,000?
Oh, yeah, that was expensive.
Experience this fantasy of mine.
Patience. First a hot bath, then your dreams will come true.
Yeah, that is my 100 orens you are seeing on this picture. That's just 1,000 orens.
Yoo-hoo.
And when we look at the character journal, we see that she has an interesting scar on her neck, like a vampire bite. And when we take a look at the quest, it says that we should go back and tell her brother about the bite marks, and also, as you can see, we still have 400 orange, so maybe we could afford a book, but not now. Now let's go and do the Yaevinn quest in the sewers. And we will be avoiding trees for now because of this all Alvin and Shiny situation.
Those swords just for show.
Just be a real stereotypical man and avoid a complicated personal situation, but by immersing ourselves in work. Okay. So we are in the sewers. And there are some drowners that, as you can see, drop like flies, and it's really, it brings me satisfaction, because in the first chapter they were a pain in the neck. Okay. So, right now, when we look at the map, there is some connection between the sewers in the trade quarter, in the temple quarter, and in the trade quarter, and there's probably one of the doors that were closed in the first chapter. In the second chapter, we will probably be able to open them now with the key we've just found. But first. Let's go and see what Yaevinn needs, or what his people need. Alright. Okay, the ruins are somewhere there. So I'm probably going the wrong way. Just doing some sightseeing. Let's loot a mangled corpse. I like the atmosphere in the sewers. Okay. So the drowners are... Okay, and here we have some elves, and yeah, so we're probably in the right place.
I'll take punishment over whatever lies beyond.
Who the hell are you? Didn't I see you speaking to Yaevinn at the camp?
Yaevinn sent me to see what happened to you.
A witcher? We're lucky you came.
Meaning?
We're after elven artifacts. Got into the temple, but once there, I felt a terrible cold and heard a cry. One of my people exploded. Then some thing attacked another of my companions. Only those you see here survived. Slay that thing, whatever it is. you'll be generously rewarded.
I'll try.
Okay, so we know that there will be a monster here to be slayed. And we are in the Elven ruins. Because the whole city is built on Elven ruins. Place where I think there was some sort of Elven city or palace or something like this here, and then people built a city over it, just like, you know, Western European cities were built on Roman foundations. But here we got part of the ruins or of the old establishment almost intact. It's quite a beautiful place. No elven artifacts here and no remains of Lara Doren so far. Just some more corpses. Oh, and a Bruxa. Okay. So this is one of those situations where a monster is introduced as a mini-boss, and then it will become just a monster in later chapters. But we're playing on easy, so it should be pretty easy to kill this lady. Oh, and there is an elven teleport here. That's nice.
Witcher, you alive?
That was worth more than you can imagine.
Yaevinn will pay your price.
Interesting. We found nothing.
Thanks, and farewell.
Okay, so Yaevinn came from the swamp using the teleport.
Kidmill, thank you for your help, Wolf.
My payment?
300 orens. And forget what you saw, Dwan.
Okay, so that's sort of suspicious. And the teleport is that right now, so he just used it. And as you can see, this model, this teleport model, it looks really good here. It sort of fits the setting. But then when we realized that that's the only teleport model we have, and we had to use it in Kalkstein cellar and in the Swamp Tower, they don't really fit there. So that's why it looks how it looks.
Let's leave these nasty sewers.
Okay. So.
Gwynblade.
Farewell.
So as for now, we got some. I will loot them because they are clearly hiding something from me. They are like, we are looking for elven artifacts, but there are clearly no elven artifacts here, and they made me fight a pretty dangerous monster. And then just, get lost Witcher. So, a fireplace. So we will level up here. Okay. Just some new sword fighting techniques, and we'll meditate here, and then we'll be gone. It's a shame that the teleport doesn't work, constantly, because we'll just go teleport to Triss's house. Yeah. And here the stair is broken, and we just don't jump in the Aurora engine, so we have to go back the hard way. And maybe we'll go to the Nuna Court Inn, and because there's this fancy party going on, organized by our, let's say, ally, Merchant Lovarden, at least when it comes to fighting Salamandra. And we'll try to ignore drowners. But they just don't want to ignore us. So, what can I say? Group style. I like it. And now, let's go to a party.
A witcher, hide your women.
Witcher, hide your women, said the guy. Well, what can I say? What can I say? He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Okay.
Damn, it's hot in this thing.
Yes?
There's a blue-eyed courtesan at the whorehouse.
My sister would never degrade herself so.
I have proof. I saw fang marks on her neck, just as you described.
How did this happen? She must be under some spell, that of the vampire who bit her. Perhaps she too has been transformed.
Maybe.
Witcher, you must help. The vampire clearly haunts the brothel.
I'll do what I can.
I must say, Geralt, that there are better ways of saying this, that your sister's a courtesan in a whorehouse, but okay. I don't know what the camera was supposed to show me, but there is some.
Nilfgaardian cuisine is not so bad. The chambermaids are quite fetching too.
Buy low, sell high. Rejoice in the profits and make the books look legal.
Oh, Triss. Well, hello, Triss.
Here we are. Wipe that frown off your face. You'll be fine.
Can't we go back to your place? Make sure I have no internal injuries.
Geralt.
Come on. This isn't so bad. Let's mingle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now.
I have had enough of business and politics.
Okay, who do we have here? Declan Lovarden, Princess Ada, Velerat. Okay, so like the creme de la creme, high and mighty.
Geralt of Rivia and Triss Merigold, welcome.
Greetings.
I thank you for coming. Look about the room and you will see the entire kingdom represented.
We thank you for your invitation.
Forgive me, I must return to my duties. I'm certain we'll speak later.
Those damned elves.
Okay. I must say I like this party quest in Witcher 1. They are a nice break from monster slaying, and also uncomfortable Geralt at posh parties is a whole thing in the books. So I like it. We try to recreate like this feeling. and we'll go and talk to the princess because we saved her from being a striga when she was little.
Milady, allow me to present the sorceress Triss Marigold and...
Duet, I know who stands before me. We know each other, do we not, Witcher?
One could say so, Princess.
A princess indeed, though I do not always feel like one. So many duties. You could not imagine, Witcher. Why do you stare? Is my dress displeasing?
Okay. So, as you can see, we have, like, we can hit her, hit on her, like, you know, try to seduce her, sort of, and ask about the gemstone. Because she is supposed to be wearing a gemstone that's helping with, like, keeping the curse away. The gemstone is not on the character model, of course, because of reasons. And even if the player decides not to pursue, like, this line of inquiry, we already planted, like, the seed that there is a gemstone that has something to do with the curse. So it's like Chekhov's gun, something that is mentioned early in the story usually pays off later in the story. So here the curse was mentioned. But we will ignore that for now.
Forgive me, milady, but even the finest dress would pale in comparison to you.
Mind your tongue, mutant.
Duet, I will decide if and when I am offended.
Your Highness, he is an aberration.
Silence. It was a nicety. Leave us for now.
Okay, and Count Duet, Roderick Duet, the character model is based on Tomek Gob, who was the producer of The Witcher, and also because he's got a great stage presence. He was also the face of the game, doing the interviews and talking about the game. So, and this character is sort of based on how he looked 18 years ago, how Tomek looked 18 years ago. Okay. Who's there? Velerad?
Geralt, allow me to introduce Burgomeister Velerad.
Charmed.
Greetings. It's been a while.
Velerad is King Foltest's right hand.
No need for formal introductions. If you wish to open a factory or a shop, kill a monster, or petition the king, you must come to me.
I'll remember that.
Excuse us, Burgomeister, but we need to say hello to the other guests.
Velerad was a character from the original short story also. But who do we have here? Thaler.
Geralt, have you met Taller?
Taller? Here?
Let me introduce my master, the Honorable Erkin von Blunt.
Good day, sir.
Erkin has taken a vow of silence and thus cannot answer. You must be wondering why he is here.
Indeed.
He has made numerous vows in his life, one of which is to protect the royal family. Sadly, for unknown reasons, Princess Ada holds little respect for him. Vows, however, must be honored, whatever the circumstances.
And how are you involved? Are you bound by his vows by extension?
He authorized me to speak on his behalf, and I serve as his advisor.
Of course. We shan't be bothering you. Come, Geralt. You've met everyone who's anyone. I need to speak with Luvarden. You behave yourself. Beware of anyone who tries to pry information from you.
From me? But I'm just a witcher.
Don't be fooled. Anything you say may have political ramifications.
Okay, so we said this scene, like this deep political intrigue, the high and mighty. And also, if you notice that Thaler is speaking very differently than he was speaking in chapter 2, and we will inquire on that later. But right now, let's talk to the mysterious Erkin Blunt. He talks nothing, but maybe he wants something to drink. Because we are at a party, after all.
curses. I'm drunk.
He speaks.
I broke my vow. I swore on a heron.
A heron?
Nonsense. Tala hired me to come incognito to the feast.
You blew it.
No scene, please. This ring will get you in the House of the Night. Half price.
And now I get the House of Night signet ring. Well, too late. And let's now wobble our way and talk to Thaler, because I'm interested in why he paid this mysterious knight to act as his boss. Well, I know why he did that, but let's explore that together.
Enjoying yourself?
Exquisitely. Not enough food, nowhere to sit, and nothing but small talk. And I may be the only one here not involved in one of the many schemes or secret alliances being forged.
It's a sign of the times. New customs and fashions. You think it better to show the Nilfgaardian we're barbarians? That we can't distinguish between a fork and a comb? That the only way we know how to feast is to get blind drunk and roar lusty songs while slapping the serving wenches on their arse?
Are you dissing me?
Someone from the past, so I'm rather attached to the old customs.
We can see Geralt, we can see that.
Nor liked the new ones. But really, Thaler, why are you here?
I'm a patriot. I've the good of the kingdom at heart. A kingdom threatened by the schemes and alliances you were observant enough to note.
I said I was an old-fashioned witcher. Be straight, like Thaler the Fence would be.
Thaler the Fence does nothing for free.
Thaler the Fence is a scoundrel who'd prefer the Temple District not know he consorts with the cream of Vizima society.
Have it your way. Let me tell you, friend, a serious slashfest is in the works. One without pardon. The defeated will be picked apart by crows. You'll be forced to fight for a new order, comrade, or against it. We will fight for our traditions and customs, for our land and our women.
Who's this enemy? Who wants to steal our women?
I wouldn't deceive you. I think you're one of us. It's a cause we share. I don't know the enemy yet, but I will soon, and when I do, the time of the sword and the axe will come. Blood will flow in the streets. And know this, comrade, there will be no room for your neutrality.
So it's old boys doing politics again, like say we must save our women. But it's like this, like every time when you look at the history. So that's the question. Who is Thaler? And let's ask him.
Who exactly are you? And be straight with me, comrade.
Temerian intelligence. I execute the king's direct orders. I find traitors, rats, and foreign agents. I'm a spy.
A highly placed spy.
I can't deny it. May I ask a personal question? The amphibians you're after, are they a personal matter or an ideological one?
Both.
Care to explain?
They robbed me and killed a friend. They're criminal, evil. Salamandra upsets the balance. As a witcher, I can't ignore that.
Got it. Thank you for being candid.
Okay, and now a story time. Because we knew we needed a Redanian intelligence person in chapter 3, a chief of Redania intelligence. And at the same time, when we realized that we won't make it when it comes to the number of the locations, we also realized that we won't make it when it comes to all the character models we had planned. And we got stuck with the models we already had. And that was when we were finishing up chapter 2 and starting like chapter 3. The implementations or the implementation of those chapters and the like detailed design. And then we had to decide which of the characters we already had, which of the models we already had, we want to use as the chief of Temerian intelligence. And we could use just a nobleman or a knight or something like this. But we look at Thaler and we said, wow, he looks like the guy we need. And we decided to make him the chief of the Marine Intelligence. So when we started writing Thaler, we didn't know he was a spy. And when we started implementing this quest, we realized that he was the chief of Redania Intelligence, and we tweaked some details in chapter 2 to make it retroactively fit. And it works. And what I personally like is how the manner he speaks changes when he's playing like the fans. He's very vulgar and down to earth, like uneducated guy, just doing like his work as a criminal. And here, like he speaks like a highly educated person that has views, and he's sophisticated and stuff like this. And I really like the contrast. And this is another argument for me that constraints can really boost creativity, but also I learned that an obvious thing that the character change is interesting. A perceived change, we learn something about a character, or a real change, a character changes due to their experiences. And we have this with Thaler. We had an image of Thaler in our heads, and now we have to re-evaluate this image because we learn something new about the character. So the character change in our perception. But also when it comes to Siegfried, who was very naive when we met him, and now we learn that he's changing his worldview in response to what he experienced. And with Siegfried and Yaevinn, we also decided that there will be one character, someone at this point, because in the first draft of the story, every chapter had its own elven guerrilla leader and its own important order character, but they were separate people. We just had like planned 4 Yaevins. But then when we learned that we don't have as many character models as we would like, we had to combine those characters into one character, and the game became better because of it. Because we got to observe how the character changes, and we, as designers, we had to devise ways for the character to move from one place to another, and suddenly the characters, it all became real. Like all the stories became connected, influencing each other, and that was a magical moment, I must say. Challenging but magical.
Who exactly is DeWitt, and what is he doing here?
That Nilfgaardian dog is a mere pawn. I cannot fathom why Ada tolerates him.
Explain.
Like most knights of the Order, he worries his dick's too small, so he gets aggressive whenever something scares him. Then, of course, he's a Nilfgaardian. Our princess has some weaknesses, but stupidity is not one of them.
Maybe the princess has a game of her own going.
Then she should choose better allies. Unlike chess, this game claims lives. I'm afraid someone might be using her.
This dick comment was a glimpse of the old Thaler we all knew and love.
Is Luvarden somehow involved?
I need to get Erkin a private meeting with him. At present, his intentions are a pure riddle.
To me, too.
Really?
What do you mean?
Your friend seems to get along famously with Luvarden. For 2 strangers, they certainly have much to discuss. See for yourself.
I trust Triss.
I suppose you know her better than I, but don't say I didn't warn you. Regarding Luvarden, we know he heads some transnational organization of merchants, bankers, and other wealthy folk. Make what you will of it.
Yeah, so there is a scheme going on between the Merchants Guild and the Lord of Sorceresses. Some sort of scheme.
Why do you want to draw me into a game that doesn't concern me?
This game concerns you more than you imagine. You mean to tell me you're not interested in the conflict between the Order and the Scoia'tael? You mean to tell me you don't care? What about your lover, Triss Merigold?
That's private. I want to destroy Salamandra. That is my only objective.
Salamandra has a patron. Someone in this room, or one known here. You're up to your ears in this, Wolf, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, that's classical for The Witcher, that he just wants to kill some monsters or kill some bad people or save someone, and suddenly he's got sucked up in high politics.
Excuse me for a moment. We'll talk later.
But at least his involvement in politics is personal, usually.
I'm busy now.
Excuse me, Geralt. I must speak with Lugarden.
The food will disappear soon. Speak freely, Geralt, but no politics.
I want to ask about the princess.
No politics.
About the curse.
Shh. I could use something stronger. Fine. Ask.
Does the princess have strange dreams?
How would I know? I've not spoken to Ada without one of those bastards from the Order prisons.
Any strange behavior?
You're awfully close to treason.
I'm not asking out of want for political influence.
Our sweet princess is completely normal. Well, her head's a little messed up.
Is she aggressive?
On occasion, but not unusual for a spoiled damsel. I don't know, she's...
What?
Well...
Spit it out.
She needs a man to give her a proper lay.
Oh, Valorat, please. So yeah, we know that there might be something going on with the curse, but, well, we'll see.
Witcher, you may approach. Duet, fetch me some wine. From that page boy at the end of the room.
Your Highness?
We may speak freely now. Geralt, tell me about witches, and please, don't hide behind your code.
What are you asking, milady?
What is your view on politics? To me, politics is like an encounter with a lover. Would you agree?
I'm impressed by the comparison. Have you ever tried your hand at the fine arts, Your Highness?
I'm forced to study all kinds of nonsense, but books bore me, as does poetry for the most part.
I agree. Books are for bores.
Never mind. Back to our lovers ambulating about the room. You see, Witcher, politics is not unlike a tryst. It begins with foreplay, glances, conversations. Behold that witch with Luvarden. Now look to our noble Erkin in the courtiers. The dance grows bolder, fondling and such. Then one is consumed by the desire to come together roughly, like animals.
Are you suggesting something other?
One is left with sad, passionless copulation. Velerad and Duet, for instance.
Excuse me, Your Highness. Sore throat.
We are adults, Geralt. We both know the desires of men.
Girl that's slightly, out of his element is always such a nice sight.
Not all men. I have no desire to meddle in politics, for instance.
So what are you doing here, where everyone meddles and schemes?
You're right, Princess. I'm trying to learn who's scheming and why.
I knew it. You cannot fool me, Witcher.
May I ask you a question?
Go on.
What is the king's stance on this topic? I mean politics, of course.
Ugh, dull? I have grown hungry, and there is naught worth eating at this feast. I tire of partridge tongues and caviar. What do I most desire? I have it. I will answer your ever so dull question if you bring me what I most desire.
I shall return shortly, Your Highness.
Okay, so now I just have to learn what Ada likes to eat. And maybe we'll ask Thaler.
Geralt,
Any idea what the princess's favorite dish might be?
We have to know shit like that. As special agents, people of the shadows.
Calm down. What's the dish?
Tala does nothing for free. Go to the next room and fetch the letter from the box with the Temerian coat of arms. Be discreet.
But...
Then I'll tell you Ada's favorite dish.
Okay. So a nice fetch quest. Oh, my inventory is full, so I will just have to... Oh, man.
Why are you here?
Huh? I was looking for the privy.
In that box?
Point for you. Truth is, I was hoping for a superior drink.
The wine does taste watered down.
I found some liquor. Try some?
Gladly.
Okay, so we'll have to drink him down. Geralt. I hope your Witcher liver is, you know, up and running. Okay. So I managed to drink him down. There is a mysterious note and a book. Okay. So let's read what we have. This book is about Nilfgaard, I think. Redania Nilfgaard. And this book is... Someone is forging something. I don't know what yet. And this mysterious someone is aware of us and not wishing us well, I think. Okay, let's go to Tyler. It's hard to stay sober on occasions like this. But this is what being a spy is like. You have to have a, very functional liver, I guess. Tyler.
How'd it go?
Smoothly. Here's the letter.
You'd make a fine agent. I exaggerate. A goat would be just as good.
Thank you.
What's Ada's favorite dish?
Catoblepus.
What?
Some time ago, this maniac who looked a lot like you arrived in Vizima claiming that nothing surpasses finely prepared catoblepus meat.
You're joking.
Not a bit. Since then, my men have been hunting catoblepus throughout the continent in secret. At market, it costs more than a good whore.
How's the meat prepared?
That's the Burgermeister's business. I smuggle in catoblepus, but I wouldn't know how to cook it.
I have no idea what catoblepus is, to be honest.
I'm listening.
Give me a minute.
What does the princess like to eat?
Find me a stronger drink and we'll speak.
Will do.
Throat's dry.
Relax, Burgermeister. The party's just beginning.
I'm listening.
Okay, so maybe this Nilfgaardian lemon.
Ah, much better. The princess had a hard childhood. It left her with a penchant for raw meat. We tried to keep that quiet, but...
I see. Anything else?
Tala's angry. His intelligence agents scour the realm to fetch her treats.
Thanks.
As you can see, you wrote the dialogues, so the Velar dialogue would point us towards Thaler, and Thaler's dialogue towards Velarad, so the player wouldn't get lost. And also by hard childhood, he meant that she spent most of her young years as a fucking striga, eating people.
Do you have something tasty for me?
I need more time, Your Highness.
Be swift. My patience is limited.
Yes, now I just have to find Catoblepas. I think Triss may help with it.
Geralt.
This is important, Triss.
What's important?
Ada knows something. I think I can get it out of her.
Really?
That spoiled little vixen, well, she wants some Catoblepas. Rare would be best.
Are you kidding?
No. Triss, could you conjure up something, please?
Sorcery at parties is considered very unseemly.
I'll create a distraction.
I'll do better myself. Catoblepas steak, rare for the princess.
Thank you, Triss.
You know I can conjure up orgasms too.
I think I prefer traditional methods. I'll find you after I've spoken with Ada.
Okay, so right now, where is the princess? Oh, here she is.
Do you have something tasty for me?
Steak tartare of Catoblepas. Raw meat with a pinch of pepper and an uncooked yolk.
You know how to please a woman.
It is an honor to serve you, Your Highness.
I shall grant you a private audience. Come to my alcove in 5 minutes. We shall dabble in politics.
Okay.
Master Dandelion is amazing.
So, we'll very discreetly follow Princess Ada to her secret alcove. I hope nobody notices.
Finally, politics it shall be, but quietly. We should not be heard.
I think she's not talking about politics.
As you command.
I should think so.
She's a princess, so... Oh, she's the third person in Vizima who wears a nightgown, but only in this cutscene. And I think that this cutscene might show why we don't have sex cutscenes in the game. It was pretty awkward. But the vibrating medallion was suggesting something, that maybe the curse is still brewing inside the princess.
Geralt, I spoke with Declan.
Oh, and?
The two of you should talk.
What's so worthy of my time?
Don't be so quick to judge. He'll make you an offer, one I think you should accept.
Sure you're not using me as one of your tools?
Only in bed, Witcher. Only in bed.
Oh, Geralt. I think it's not going to work out with Triss, because we've been just with two women in this chapter, and Triss is still like trying to... well, I feel a bit awkward about it, so we'll probably just escape the situation, burn our bridges with Triss, and give Alvin to Shani.
What's the gift of Lara?
A long, complex story, but I'll keep it short. Lara Doranep Sheadal was no normal elf, more like a genetic bomb. She was to couple with another genetically special individual and bear an even more exceptional child. But that never happened. Lara fell in love with Cregennan of Lod, a mage, a human. Lara and Cregennan's children, known as those of Elder Blood, proved hard to follow. Thus the sorcerers who had hatched the plan lost control of their precious gene.
Not finding this party dull.
Anything more interesting in mind? At home, Geralt. At home.
Okay, so we'll have to go and talk to Levarden.
I'm glad you've come.
What is it?
The old saying goes, Any enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Get to the point.
Geralt, I urge you to change your tone. Listen to what Declan has to say.
Let me guess. You have dirty work needs doing and thought a witcher with amnesia perfect for the job.
Exactly. Will you help destroy Salamandra?
Well, yes, I will help.
I'll help, but it hardly means we're friends.
Wonderful. It's as we've heard. All secret societies need gold. Fistek yields the largest profits for Salamander. Our spies say there's a new Salamander camp in the swamps. The herbs are harvested, then conducted to another base in Vizima's temple quarter.
A swamp and slums again. Great.
We're confident you can destroy both camps. If you discover papers, evidence that might aid us, return to me.
Yes, sir. Permission to commence mission, sir.
Both camps are new, without sure defenses. A simple matter for you. The Salamanders would slaughter groups of humans easily.
Much simpler to sacrifice one witcher. I'll return once I have new information.
See me tomorrow if you need help. Triss obtained this formula especially for you.
I'm not sure if the sarcasm suits Geralt. But yes. I think the party's over. We didn't learn anything special from the princess, but we had some special time, spent some special time with her, and we already cleared one of those Salamandra camps. So there is another in the temple quarter.
Witcher.
About my identity.
Any progress?
I'm still analyzing.
Okay.
The princess is a captivating...
I think that's it. So, we'll be leaving this party soon.
Not so hasty.
Okay, so she's stuck in the door. Okay, so we will be leaving the party, and the next time we will, I think, pursue the Salamandra and maybe make the Triss versus Shiny decision, but that's for another day. And right now, thank you for your time, and see you next time. Bye bye.